Hey guys, welcome to another pick card tarot reading. In today's reading we're gonna be getting more information about the month June, which coming up soon. This is not a love reading, this is a completely general reading. Like, it depends on the cards that in which area of your life will these changes or these informations will be relevant to. So I tried something new today. I didn't I won't shuffle the cards in the video. Instead I shuffled and picked out cards. Like I said, I shuffled, and what fell out, then I put it into piles. It is not pre-picked, like I didn't select the cards, it was all random. Just I wanted to shorten the video. Okay, so I used the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and a standard Gypsy card deck. Okay, so I won't be rambling too much. So this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3. This is a beautiful green stone, like a dark poison green. This one is a light gray, and this one is a light green. Like, I really have to invest in some new rocks, you guys. Okay, so I will put, of course, the timestamps down below in the description box, and you pick the time according to your pile and enjoy. Okay, so pile number 1, if you chose this beautiful dark green, almost like black stone, then welcome, this is your reading. At first I will just show you your cards. We have the Gypsy cards, we have Hope, we have Jealousy, and we have the Officer, like the soldier. Then we have the Work Your Light Oracle cards, which are Leap, Starseed, ooh, I like that one, and Imrama, beautiful cards. And then we have 4 tarot cards, and what was the bottom of the deck. I put the bottom of the deck cards at the top of the pile, so at the bottom of the deck there was the Knight of Swords, upright. Then we have the 6 of Swords, we have the Moon, we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Like, Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, so first of all, I see a lot of conflicting emotions here. Like, maybe the past months hasn't been like quite a rush for you. Maybe mostly with the 6 of Swords I see some really conflicting past stuff which I don't know, requires healing, but this is like a passageway from the difficulties, so like keep calm. The negative things are going off, are flying off the distance. And the Knight of Swords, I mean, I hate swords, like I don't know why, I just like when I get sword cards I just don't resonate with them at all. I think you will get a hold of these difficulties, and you will get really a hold of the things in general, like not just the difficulties, but the like your general keep in life will get stronger. Like you will be more sure of yourself, and I think there will be a lot of revelations this month for you. Like, this resonates with the Officer card. Like, you take responsibility, and you can take care of yourself more. And the Moon is here, and you have to be careful, of course. because like, come on, like, this is just I swear I didn't make this up. Like, with the moon and the jealousy, just like perfect. Like, the moon is symbolizing the stuff which, like, don't be deceived, like, be wary of your surroundings, like, don't let people fool you, or don't let fake people get to you, you know, like, but I think you will succeed, like, with the soldier and the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords. Like, this is just beautiful. Like, this is speaks to me that in June you will take the lead. Yeah. And the Two of Cups, like, maybe you will find eventually love, or not generally like love, but excuse me, but like someone will like you, or you will like someone. Like, maybe you get a crush, or maybe it's not romantic. Maybe you will make up with a person. Maybe you will spend a lot of time with your friends. You will reconcile. What I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, the Hope, and with your Oracle cards, like, they are both saying one thing. Like, they are both saying that there is something big going on in this month, like something bigger than, you know, getting a romantic person, or like leaving your difficulties behind. Like, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hope, and, you know, no, let's see the Oracle cards. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. As you can see, she is flying to the moon. Starseed, this is one of my favorite cards right here. What lights you up? And of course, Imrama, which, where are you being called to journey to? Like, these are the same, basically. Like, these are the same. I feel that there is something you've been working on in the past months, or in your life in general, and there was something that held it back. Maybe it was jealousy. You know, I'm not sure, like, is this about a relationship, or is this about an idea? Because the Cup energy and the jealousy card speaks to me that this is all related to a relationship. But with the Sword energy and the Hope and the Wheel of Fortune, I keep getting that it's not a relationship, it's more like an idea, a mindset, an awakening, or spiritual thing, you know? Maybe it's both. Maybe for some people it's a relationship, maybe for some people it's a idea, or a work, or something like that. This will, of course, be revealed in the month of June, and I don't really want to ramble again, but in conclusion, to like shorten into like a few sentences, there is one thing which will bloom in June. Either it's a relationship thing, either it's an idea, or a job, or a project you've been working on. You know, there will be some difficulties, or there were some difficulties, but you will get ahead of them. Like, don't be discouraged. There is hope. There will be ups and downs, but I think something bigger is preparing for you. And, like, as an advice, you will have to be careful. You will have to be careful, but the universe will catch you. Like, you have to be careful with people, but outside of that, don't be afraid, and remember that you are the Knight of Swords. Like, you are the dominant one in this game. Like, what is your journey and what lights you up. Like, if you find those aspects which can really bring happiness in your life, then I think you will succeed. Like, there will be, of course, difficulties, but I think in the end you will succeed. So, sorry, this video is very short. Like, without the shuffling it's even more shorter, but I have exam season coming up, so I don't have time for more. So if it resonated, then I am very grateful for that, and I am very grateful if you watch this, and I will be coming back with another video soon, I promise. And then check out my Instagram, you will find my tag in the description. So bye bye. Hey, pile number 2, if you chose this little gray stone, it's my favorite stone I have, then welcome, and this is your general reading to the month of June. So first of all, let's see cards. Oh my god, excuse my voice cracked a bit. So at the gypsy cards you have letter, loss, and thought. Okay, this starts off good. And your oracle cards are yes, keepers of the earth, and pillar of light. I love that. And your tarot cards are I have 4 tarot cards for you. My god, excuse my leg, I think my leg just okay. Anyways, don't mind me. You have 4 tarot cards, and the one card, the 5th one, which was at the bottom of the deck, and I put that card on the top of the pile, so at the bottom of the deck was the sun. Oh my god, the sun, the hermit, Jesus Christ, the magician in reverse, knight of wands, and oh my god, no, how did I, it was in reverse, sorry, and that card in reverse, like, whoa. Okay, so I'm a bit shook because honestly almost all of your cards are from major arcana, and you know what that means? It means that there is some really big stuff going on. Like, you know, when the major arcana pops out, then of course some cards may resemble change or stuff happening, but the minor arcana always represents like minor stuff, like mundane everyday life. But the major arcana, you guys, there are very large, very great energies flowing around here, and if the major arcana cards pop out, that means that there is something really big going on. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, then brace yourself, because June is gonna be one hell of a blast. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. I don't even know where to start because it's just so overwhelming. Okay, so we will start with the sun. Okay, so the sun. Of course, the sun always resembles victory, glory, enlightenment, like something victorious, something good, great. The hermit means self-reflections. It means that reflecting on yourself, spiritual enlightening. It has a Virgo energy, by the way, and the oh my god, I'm sorry, like solitude, finding spiritual guidance in yourself, like spiritual awakening, soul finding, soul searching, and enlightenment. Like, oh my god, will you be very enlightened in June? Like, oh my god. And keepers of the earth, and pillar of light, like my boy. You either get into a cult or I don't know. Okay, this was just a joke, but like with the spiritual awakening cards, like it's insane. Okay, so the magician in reverse, like, ooh. The magician in reverse doesn't mean good things. Like, it has Mercury energy, and it means like the abusing of power, the manipulation, the abilities which are not well used, like unused abilities, and the lack of mental clarity. Okay, so there's big controversy here, like a very big controversy, because these cards, almost all of them, mean enlightenment in some way, shape or form, but the magician, it says otherwise, but I don't think that in this case the magician stands for spiritual unclarity. I think this means abuse of power. Oh my god, guys, you will join a cult, like, it's not even funny anymore. Okay, so we have the thought card, which again, it means enlightenment, it means spiritual happenings, like, oh my god. The King of Wands, oof, and the Death in reverse. So I don't really sense new things coming with the Death in reverse energy, because instead of how should I put it, like, you know, the Death upright in my interpretation always means that something ends, but then right before something new starts, like you can even see with the little phoenix going around there. But with reverse, I don't think that you will lose that much. Like, maybe this doesn't mean a really dramatic, like phoenix burning, like death and then reborn. Like, no, I think this is just plain new stuff coming to you. I'm not sure that if I am clear, but I will return to this Death card later. Let's see the King of Wands. Like, I hate swords and wands. Like, I don't know, like at group 1 I picked a lot of swords and I was like, yuck, like I can't stand swords. Wands are fine, but like, okay, so I was joking about joining a cult, but like literally the King of Wands resembles a male person, or just a person who is really charismatic, really a leader type, like someone who can convince, someone who is inspiring, someone who can make the world bow down to his desires, like oh my god. And the Keepers of the Earth, like you will just join a cult. Oh my god, no. But like, let's think like what this joining a cult type of thing could mean. But let's see, like, first loss and message. You will get a message, like not necessarily a letter with a white fucking pigeon, but like some kind of message. And you will lose something, but that is contrary with the Death card, so I'm a bit of loss of words here, and this doesn't happen often. Like, I always can put together the meanings of the cards, but like this spread is just so wild that I really can't say much. Okay, so let's just state that you will probably have some financial loss, and I think it's financial because there is no cards suggesting a relationship, like zero. So either this will be a spiritual, or, but I don't think spiritual, again, because these big boss cards. I think this will be financial loss, like I'm really sorry. I hope it won't happen though. You will get some message from someone, and I can't seem to put up if this message will be a good or bad news. Okay, so let's just... Okay, so spiritual awakening, like almost all of these cards point to that. Like even the yes card is like this all show to me spiritual awakening. Like maybe you will find a new religion, maybe you get into, I don't know, a new way of thinking, maybe you get into yoga, or like maybe it's like, of course these cards signal spiritual, but maybe it's just a new, like, you know, when you start going to something or you start a new hobby and it kind of takes over your life, like that's what I'm sensing. Like in June you will, I don't know, maybe, of course it's not spiritual, like maybe you get, I don't know, you will go to the gym and like you become like the gym person, or you go to the theater and you get obsessed with theater. Like, okay, so I start to sense that you maybe get obsessed with something, you get a new hobby, you get a new job which you will really like, or you will join a cult. But I already said that, like with the King of Wands, with the Magician, like this is the cult leader energy. Maybe this will be a person who like convinces you to come with them into this new thing. Like maybe one of your friends will really aggressively convince you to go with her to yoga. Like guys, you got me with this one. Like I just can't do anything with these cards. Like your vibration is right, your vibration, oh my god, is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah, so I won't ramble anymore because I can't say any new thing. And dear group number 2, I think you will like join a sect or something. So I'm really sorry that this reading wasn't the most professional one, but with these many major arcana cards, I just have to say that your June will be one of a wild journey, and I wish you good fortune with that. So group number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated, and excuse this video, it's really short, but I have exam season coming up and I have to study and do other stuff. So bye bye, thanks for watching. And finally, group number 3, if you chose this beautiful light green stone, I really have to buy some new stuff, by the way. Like I have like 3 stones. Okay, so let's see your cards. Keep in mind this is a general reading, not a love reading. Like, what will the month of June bring to you? Alright, so your gypsy cards are that, starting off good, marriage and priest. Like okay, your oracle cards are protection, soul family, and Akasha. Okay, so I have the idea what will happen. With the tarot cards, I chose 4 cards each pile, and of course the card from the bottom of the deck is the 5th card, and I always put it in the top of the pile, so this card was at the bottom of the deck when I shuffled this. So that card is the Lovers in reverse. Amazing. The High Priestess. Okay. Judgment. Oh my god, again with the major arcana cards. Like oh my god, with group 2 I was so dumbfounded because except for one King of Wands, every card was from major arcana, and I was like, I can't with this, guys. Okay, the Hierophant, like fucking great. And the Devil. Okay, so I quit. Bye. No, but like again. Like, basically, with the major arcana cards, it's so hard because you get zero indication of what part of your life the change will happen. Because I don't have the suits to read from. But okay, no more crying. So, let's start with the gypsy cards, because these are just so self-explanatory, like the priest, the marriage, and the death. Like, it is clear, obvious to me that you will break some traditions, you will break a convention, you will break a way of doing in your life. Like, for example, if you started your everyday with, I don't know, like procrastinating and sleeping in and eating a big chocolate every morning, that you will break that. Or you will break a convention in your life. Like, obviously you know what this pattern is. I don't know, I can't tell you like what will you change about your life, but I can tell you that this is something which was a really impactful part of your life, like a really traditional, really conventional, like the way of your life will change. And maybe it's the death of a loved one, or maybe someone will move out from the house, or, but I don't want to make things dark because just of the death card, but like the breaking of the conventions, like both the priest, both the marriage, like heck, we even got the oh my god, sorry, I don't swear, the Hierophant and the High Priestess and the protection, like cut the cords, call back your power. Like, these cards both, like, they give me of the vibe of the traditions, the conventions, the safe ways just breaking, you know, like the safe thing you are used to are no longer that way. Like, something will change, but it will put you out from your comfort zone. Okay, and contrary to group number 2, in which I read that they will discover something new, like something new will come into their life, this is not something new, like this is an end to something old, you know, and there's a big difference. Okay, so the Hierophant, of course, it's the same as the priest. Like, the Hierophant is basically the priest, like the preacher of the traditions and the wisdom and the old ways. Like, the Hierophant can signal a stagnation in your life. Like, I really love this card. And this kinda is underlined by the devil, because the devil means like these, oh my god, like this really physical, really reckless, really just mischievous, oh my god, how to say that word, like mischief? Yes, the mischief. I don't know how to pronounce that word, like that word, but the okay, I don't know the adverb form of mischief, but you know, the things which are linked to mischief. Oh my god, this is really horrible. I'm so sorry, but English is not my first language. But you get the idea, like the little devilish, like the little bit of juicy bits of your life, if you will. I can't say 18 plus things, but I won't say any 18 plus things because I don't want to get blocked or I don't know what. Okay, so the Judgment it is really interesting because this much of breaking traditions and breaking conventions stuff going on, I sense that not everyone will like this. Like there is literally a priestess and judgment. So, okay, let's get deeper into these cards, because what I'm sensing at first is that some people won't be satisfied with your decisions. Okay, but like the High Priestess means like this desirable, unattainable, sensual, spiritual, wise woman. I don't sense mother vibes. I sense some Cancer, like the water energy and the moon and the Cancer energy is strong here, but like this is, of course, has the owl, like the bird of Minerva, who is like Pallas Athene. I think in English, I don't know how to say Pallas Athene, but in Hungarian it's Pallas Athene. So, like literally the owl is the bird of Minerva, like the goddess of the intelligence and like stuff like that. So, this is really interesting with the Judgment card, but I have to figure out what this means. Like this is the literally the High Priestess and the Priestess. Like of course we call it Hierophant, but it's just basically the same. Like maybe, okay, so you will make a decision which will be heavily judged by people who are these really traditional, really, and I don't mean like the literal priest or like something, but I don't know, maybe you will cut your hair and your really conservative aunt will say that, oh my god, why did you cut your hair, or like something like this. But this was just a really mundane example, because this one is not like a mundane thing, like not like cutting your hair or I don't know what. Like maybe you discover a part of yourself which does not fit into tradition, or maybe you discover something about your sexuality, or I don't know, like your spiritual, maybe you discover a new religion, but this is the exact same thing which I said at group 2, like I don't know, guys are joining cults or whatever, but okay, you didn't understand that reference, but like at group 2, like literally the cards said that they will probably join like a cult. So of course this is a joke, but the cards were like just okay. So enough with that. Okay, let's see the oracle cards and let's hope that they clear something up here. Like a lot of water energy again. Again, whatever thing will happen to you, you won't be alone. Like literally I think that something negative will happen to you in the terms of breaking a convention, because these oracle cards are both like really protective. Like we have the protection, of course, which has the protective society, not society, Jesus, like protective people, like gang, you know, soul family, literally, like spiritual gang, like, oh my god, sorry, but like your sisters in crime, like your brothers, like your family, like your soul family, your friends, your close friends, best friends, whatever. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided, like you are just so protected, like don't be afraid, because you are so protective and loved. With the Gypsy cards, it is really pretty self-explanatory, like some old convention will break, and I sense the same things with the tarot cards. Like you have the Devil, the Hierophant, the Judgment, the High Priestess, like the old ways versus the new ways versus the Judgment, like the verdict. But let's talk about the Lovers in reverse, because we didn't talk about that card. Okay, so I don't really love the Lovers. And of course the Lovers in reverse are like not the best card for you to happen, like okay, whatever, excuse my English. Breaking of a union, unequilibrium, imbalance of things, like the two plates of arms of a scale are not in balance, like imbalance. if you understand it, like with you breaking these habits, these conventions, you will kick a bucket, like, you know, you will kick something out, you will spill the, not the tea, but like you will spill the order of the things, you know, like you will mess up things, you know, like the order will eventually break. And I know this is very vague, but the same problem, like not problem, but the same thing happened with group 2, like with things, with the cards, like only the major arcana came out, and with things like that I can only say like these vague, like really objective stuff, because I don't have the minor arcana to narrow it down. I can't narrow it down to relationships, ideas, physical things or material things, because I don't have the minor arcana cards to do that. So I am really sorry. But to conclude your June's reading, like something old will stop, and maybe you will have some problems adapting to the new things. And again, this can mean anything at any part of your life, because again, there was no indicators of the nature of the things. So okay, I am sorry that this reading was a bit wacky and a bit short, but I have exam season coming up and I have to study and do a lot of other things, but I really am happy to that I could film another video for you guys. Finally, I got my nails done, so I don't look like a wag bitch, but thank you guys for watching, really, it means a lot to me. Check out my Instagram, I put it in the description box, my tag, and thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.